Hello, hello, hello. So I wanted to start off with a state of our load order and just show you where we stand right now. There's not going to be any big change just yet, but this is where we are. And I'm trying to make sure I do this like once a week. Sometimes there may not be changes, so if there's not any changes to talk about or anything to discuss, then we may move on and forego this. I do want to mention something when I get done doing this. I want to tick through this so that anybody can see this in the first couple of minutes, and then we can move on from there. I just don't want someone to have to sit through the whole video to get through the whole load order if they don't want to. I try to be considerate when I can. I can't always be considerate. We have a certain amount of information that we have to share, and that takes a certain amount of time. But I know some people do not want to sit through everything. Okay, that's fine. I'll try to accommodate that as best I can. I'm just going to go up and down and show you the load order. This is where we are. I don't think you'll see any significant changes right now. And then I've just got a couple of things to mention as a little more detailed information, and that will be it. I'll also be doing a tutorial on starting out with Skyrim, and I hope that will be of some use, but I guess that will come here in the next little bit. Alright, so for details I want to get into is Botox. There are a couple of different versions of Botox out here now. Let me do a search on that and I'll show you what I mean. And I'll show you the one I'm using. I'm using the one that Master B uploaded originally. Okay, I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay, so originally, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, originally there was this done by Morgan Helsing, which is very good in its own right. It's very good. I really like it. It is $982, and then there's this that throws it up, over. It's basically over a gig, right? But it's very good. It's very nice. It works really well. Morgan Helsing has added their own little touches and places to it. However, and they also made this for the immersive winches, which I really appreciate. However, Master B put up a different version, and it's a smaller version. It has a little less stuff. Okay, but this mod relies just solely on your textures and what you have. Okay, it does not have its own textures in it, which is good, and I think that's a better choice. Allow me to have my own textures. This has textures built in. This is a newer version. It's a little bigger, and it has its own textures built in. Now, I'm just going to say, I'm always doubtful. I really usually don't want something that has its own textures, because now notice it comes with face textures. So it only comes with face textures. So the chances that you will have two-tone and you'll have like a line around the neck and things like that are much higher. Okay, now I haven't tried this out, so I can't say for certain, but that's the way it sounds. It sounds like you're more liable to have issues. This one just uses whatever textures you have. This is the one I use, and I like that better because that way I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about that line and stuff. Now, Morgan Helsing's, I don't remember. Does this have its own textures? You have to have both of these, and one of them says it's textures. But I never had a problem with lines with this one. But I will say this, I always use my own textures below it. So, could be I was always overlaying it and didn't know it. Or didn't realize it. I know with the Morgan's NPC replacer, that one's really hard to work out. And someone has said if you put it all the way at the bottom, it works better. So, and that could be the case. Would that work for me? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I haven't tried that. I tried it a number of different ways in the past. I never could get it to look what I thought was really good. The Botox ones seem to be the best, and this is the one I prefer. It's the smallest, but at the same time, it uses my textures and does everything the way I want. So I wanted to mention that. So we have like these versions out there, and that can be a little confusing, and I understand that. Secondly, I want to make sure, we may have talked about this before, I want to make sure you know that I went ahead and went with these animations here, and that's what I chose to go with. Out of our animation workshop, I ended up choosing these, so you'll notice some difference here. This is unlike my previous load orders. Other than that, there's really no major differences here. Let's see. Yeah, other than that, there's really no major differences. Everything here we have discussed before. So I want to do a little bit of a tutorial and come in and talk about things, and maybe talk about some core mods and different things of that nature. So I'm going to try to do the best I can to try to help someone who's just starting out. Okay, and that's the idea of those tutorials. I've created a tutorial playlist, and that's the idea of those videos, is that hopefully they will be helpful to those who are looking for some help starting out. Okay? Alright, so thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.
Blah, I stick my tongue out at you. Blah, blah. I dare you, come and get me. There's my tongue. Blah. That's what I think of you, interloper. Blah.